Hey, what's going on, everybody? FullFrontage here. Today bringing y'all a Clash mini video, and in today's video, a few of you guys left some comments on my last video talking about some certain decks you might like to see. So in this video, we're going to try some different things out and just give you an idea of what it would look like if you guys were third crafting your own decks as if you're playing on the developer build yourself. So I thought this was a really cool video to kind of link with the community a little bit. So I don't know how much more of these videos I'll be able to do, but if you want to have certain decks or just have me rate certain decks, if we're not able to create more videos, let me know down in the comment section below. It might be a cool idea to make some videos. I'll also be doing memberships on my YouTube channel where we make videos actually using your deck. So if that's something you really want to check out the memberships page down in the description below. But with that being said, let's hop into this first deck. So we have the Barbarian King, the Fisherman, the Swordsman, the Valkyrie, the Golden Giant, and the Wizard. First thing we're going to do is I want to get the... Ooh, let's grab this Fisherman, actually. And I was going to sell that Wizard and get the Valkyrie down because that would have been better. But we are actually going to pull that Archer into our backline. We do have the Swordsman getting a super off onto the Shield Maiden, but it's honestly not going to do too much, but the rest of this shouldn't be too much of an issue as well. Overall, I think the idea with this deck is probably going to work well. The Swordsman can be used also to potentially stun the Golden Giant and let you generate a little bit more elixir in that sense. I don't know how much the Wizard is going to be viable if the opponent doesn't have if the opponent doesn't have anything to really stun or to do anti-heal. Jeez, if the opponent can't anti-heal, then honestly having the Wizard be usable is probably not something you want to do. Plus, versus Shield Maiden, Swordsman is just not good because it just gets completely destroyed. Golden Giant here is going to go through over to the Wizard. It's going to stun, so it's going to start to heal up just a little bit more, but it's really not going to do too much. It doesn't do a ton of damage. It just tanks a ton of damage as well. Typically, you want the Swordsman to stay next to the Golden Giant with that 3rd star ability if you do have it, because you really want the Swordsman to start just using the attack and the stun. So we're going to go with the stun here, get that Swordsman up to level 3, and I think I'm also going to go with the hook in a plus shape, and we're probably just going to keep this Wizard over here. And if it goes to round 3, then we'll probably use the Valkyrie there. Ooh, we had the Miner get pulled, yanked, so it's not going to go in. Our Swordsman did just kill, but we do get the stun onto the Shield Maiden. Getting that stun onto the Shield Maiden was actually clutch from the Swordsman. Oh my goodness, now he's stunning the Golden Giant, and it automatically starts up because as soon as that Golden Giant stunned with that 1st star ability, the Swordsman is going to be able to let the Golden Giant heal. So that was pretty clutch in that situation. So I think this deck is pretty good. Without the anti-heal, you probably don't need Wizard, but if you have the elixir left over, have Wizard on the field because it doesn't hurt to have an extra unit. So the next deck we have is a Countess-based deck. This has the Countess, the Guard, the Prince, the Witch, and the Archer. So for this first one, we're going to go with the Prince onto the field, and since he does have the Archer Queen, we're actually going to go with the Guard here and see how this plays out. Maybe he'll play the Archer Queen on this side. No, he's going to go straight for the Bowler on that back side, and we are able to kill that Archer Queen right away and get that 1st round victory. So let's move forward to the next round. Let's see. We probably want to line this up like this. Let's go with the Archer here. I want to re-roll. I really wanted the Witch, but let's go with the shield up amount, and then let's just go with the Wizard here. And we'll see how this is going to play out. Doesn't line up, but we are able to get the Ice Wizard from the backside. The Countess is going to TP over to that Ice Wizard, and this is a quick cleanup. Round 2 going in. So talking about the synergy of this deck, I think it's an okay deck. The biggest struggle that I could see this deck potentially having is if the opponent has an archer, there's no secondary backline unit. Like, you have the wizard, you have the archer. I think this deck, and with the witch specifically, I think this deck would actually be okay with just either the wizard or the archer, just because we also have the witch in the deck as well for long range. So probably based on what the meta would be, you probably want to have anti-heal. I feel like anti-heal is going to be really good. You also have the prince for backline. The countess is going to be TPing around as well. So I don't know how much you need the archer in it, because you're already going to get some backline with the prince or miner. He said prince or miner, so either one of those I feel like would be okay with. And then with the countess TP, I feel like the wizard is going to be a more viable option than having in the archer. So the archer probably for like a knight, maybe a fisherman. I'd have to play around with it, but overall I think that archer can kind of be subbed out because of the prince minor option as well as the countess. Alright, so for this last matchup, we are using a Royal Champion deck. We have the Royal Champion, the Swordsman, the Golden Giant, the Giant Skeleton, the Wizard, and the Lumberjack. So to kick things off, let's go with the Golden Giant and the Giant Skeleton in the middle. And I think what this person was thinking about when I kind of formulating this deck in their head was actually using the Swordsman ability, where you target your own allies to frontline with the Giant Skeleton and the Golden Giant, because the Golden Giant's first ability is when it's stunned, it heals for 4 HP over 2 seconds, and then of course you want that Giant Skeleton to die as quickly as possible. So having the Swordsman target that might not actually be a bad thing, which is a really interesting strategy. So let's try to see if we can make that happen in this video. We're gonna go with that. Let's go with the Swordsman here, and we don't get another Swordsman just yet, but we do have the hit on allies. So we'll see how this one plays out, because we do have the Golden Giant on the right and then the Giant Skeleton on the left. So let's see. Healing Ranger is going to come through. Swordsman is going to go over toward that Golden Giant. So the Shield Maiden ability is active. If we were going, we actually just killed our Golden Giant because we didn't have the stun for it. But if we did have the stun, we probably would have stunned it there. So let's see if we can grab the stun and the Golden Giant. That's going to be the priority for this one. We do have the Golden Giant, so let's get that up to the stun. And we are not able to get another fisherman or a swordsman, so let's go with the stun. Let's go with the damage +2, and then we're going to leave this gap, because if it goes into the middle, we want that middle unit to target the Golden Giant or the Giant Skeleton while the swordsman comes up and starts to charge that super, and that's exactly what's going to happen with this. Giant Skeleton's going to be rotating around. We do get the stun. We don't have the stun from the swordsman, so we see it does do some damage. We actually do a lot of damage to our own Golden Giant and take it down. And the Giant Skeleton was looped all the way on the other side from the Boast Shield Maiden, but it looks like our World Champion is going to be able to chain through and close things up nicely for us there. But honestly, I do like the idea of that. It's a really interesting idea of utilizing the swordsman flaw, I would say, to capitalize on that and use the swordsman to damage the Giant Skeleton or to stun the Golden Giant, so that way it gets that first ability off where it's going to heal for more health over time. So that is going to do it for this video. I hope y'all enjoyed. If you like this series format, let me know, and I might make it a more frequent series. But if you do check out the membership options I do have below for the channel, when the 2-star mini membership does include videos featuring your deck, so I could do a video highlighting your decks, playing them in that video, talking about them and giving feedback as we kind of do a bunch of different things, and maybe do some challenges throughout. If you guys like that kind of content, let me know down in the comment section below, and I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, make sure you leave a like, subscribe for more content, and don't forget to turn that notification bell so you don't miss any more sneak peeks, and I'll talk to y'all in the next one. Have a great night, everybody. We'll see you later. Peace out.